Shah, and on behalf of WOCHAD RSSDI 2020, I welcome you all. I'm glad to have with us today renowned endocrinologist from Dhanbad, Dr. N.K. Singh sir. Sir is a consultant endocrinologist and director at the Diabetes and Heart Research Center, Dhanbad, Jharkhand. He has a rich clinical experience in managing diabetes patients. Welcome, Dr. N.K. Singh sir, to the show.
Thank you.
Based on your recent talk, sir, for the RSSDI 2020 on the 10 best messages from the EASD 2020 virtual conference, we would like to know from you, what do you think are the best messages given to the scientific world from EASD 2020?
Thank you very much. As you know, this year, due to COVID, there was no face-to-face meeting, but it was a virtual meeting. But I think although the impact of this meeting, as far as the audience participation is concerned, was not too much because lots of webinars are going on. But anyway, I will like to tell you about the top 10 things which happened at the ESD. So first thing which I want to impress that in future, the trial showed on again the semaglutide that on the top of a standard of care can be very appropriate norm. Why? Because as you know, this is the first oral pill, GLP-1 RA pill, and results from a post hoc analysis of pooled data from two phase 3 trials named Sustain 6 and Pioneer 6 were presented at ESD 2020. And it brings very important message that addition of semaglutide tablet on the top of a standard of medical care is able to give you a 20% risk reduction in 10-year risk. This is a very important thing. In simple way, semaglutide, if added, can extend life without a cardiovascular event in patients with type 2 diabetes and with high cardiovascular risk for up to 3 years. So this thing is very important. The second very important thing which I attended as virtual meeting, I found that the Primary Care Diabetes Europe, that is known as PDCE, so they are saying that at the ESD they presented that a very important message which I think is for the all parts of the world. Why? It encourages a straight use of early combined therapy for cardio-renal risk reduction by how? By prescribing metformin with SGLT2 inhibitors and GLP-1 RA. So this is a very aggressive approach. It is very logical to consider to categorize diabetic patients to very high cardiovascular risk or elderly frail to decide which treatment strategy is going to best for him. The third thing again is very much important was the Emperor reduced trial, and this is again emphasized at the ESD that the efficacy of empagliflozin in reducing the risk of cardiovascular death and hospitalization for heart failure in patients with or without diabetes. This is very important. So this trial was again represented with some new data which showed you that in the renal perspective that was presented at the ESD, the composite endpoint, composite outcome, that was the chronic hemodialysis, renal transplantation, profound sustained reduction in eGFR that improved all with the empagliflozin, and that improved not only in diabetes but also in non-diabetes. So this is again a great message. The third thing was that there was a real world study that the cardiovascular outcome of patients with type 2 diabetes treated with GLP-1 receptor versus the SGLT2 inhibitors, when they combined it, you will not believe. It was a very interesting data, a retrospective study that comparing the CV outcomes of patients receiving which one? The SGLT2 inhibitors or the GLP-1 RA in the real world setting, and that was presented, and this showed us that SGL2 inhibitors protected from hospitalization for the heart failure more than the GLP-1 RA, and better outcome was found even for the 3P MACE, which usually we don't perceive at present. The third thing was that targeting combined risk factor appeared to be the most effective in preventing CVD risk than targeting a single risk factor. This was also presented there. Then again, the DAPA CKD that trial came, and that coins a new option for treatment for many patients of CKD, regardless whether they have diabetes or not. So again, this was very important message. The ability of dapagliflozin to reduce the cardiorenal risk is a spectacular indeed. So what happened, new thing at ESD, that was the some renal things which were presented there. And so you can now set up from 30 GFR to 25. So this is a new set which is emerging from this trial. And then again, the Bharti-CV, as you know, that was the initially presented at the ADA virtual meeting. But what happened new at the ESD, they presented the renal outcome. That was the secondary. I think the data came regarding the worsening of renal function, dialysis or renal death. So what they showed that the less decline in eGFR versus placebo was found, suggesting that preservation of renal function is important, and this is possible with the even the Bharti-CV trial that was done with the etroglyphlogen. So again, this data is again very important. And as you know, ECOT trial is very important, and this trial, this is the, I think the eighth paper which was the best, that shows from the some recent data from the ECOT trial that the intensive blood glucose and blood pressure intervention in type 2 diabetes reduced the risk of cardiac autonomic neuropathy. And the ninth best paper I will tell you that it is the transformational news that the weekly insulin known as icodec has shown significant promise in phase 2 trials that might change the way we treat insulin requiring type 2 diabetes. Lastly, I will tell you about the rescue trial data, and that showed that if you use the CGM and if you measure the TIR, that the time in range, that is associated with fewer microvascular complications, chronic complications, and in comparison with glycemic variability in type 2 diabetes. So I think the 10 things were very, very important from the ESD.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, the last question, how was the impact of the virtual ESD 2020?
I think, as I told you earlier, that the COVID-19 spread, it halted the BNR real ESD 2020, but from the 21st to 25th September of 2020, this virtual ESD meetings was arranged, and that platform was not free. That's why many, as I feel that many people didn't attend because it was not free. They don't want to register for such a virtual meeting for so many days. So, but anyway, those who attended, they found it very, very impactful. And now, as I would like to tell you that from the 27th of the October, all the proceedings of the ESD, that is free online on the ESD website. So those who have missed it can attend the virtual conference from that site, that is the ESD website. So again, that impact was not very, I will not say that this was as impactful as face-to-face conferences can do, but anyway, some new things came, and those who were able to attend, they found it very, very useful.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views from the recently concluded ESD 2020 conference, and stay tuned to RSSDI TV 2020 for more recent updates from the RSSDI 2020. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.